Yes, hello guys, and we are on another episode. So this is my Mercedes Sprinter. I've been going around Australia about 3 times, North Queensland a few times, and I've been going fishing. That's what I like doing in my spare time when I'm not driving around in my van and the boat. So the question is always, people ask me, when should I go to North Queensland, when should I do West Australia? This is always depends on the weather, which kind of months of the year. When should I come to Australia? You can come here anytime. You got a great time. You got different climates in summer, different climates in winter. Just you hit the right place, the right time. Christmas time, New Year, great at Sydney all the way down to Melbourne. Queensland, you can get washed out because the rain's starting. You got the wet season coming down from North Queensland. You want to go up to North Queensland when it's winter here in Sydney, because there's no stingers up there. There is no blue bottles up in North New South Wales. It is very mild up there. Port Douglas has 28 degrees. Early Beach can still be cold in the middle of winter. The more north you go, the warmer it gets, and you can swim all on the beaches unless you got crocs near a river. Stay away from the crocs, but yeah, don't jump into the rivers in North Queensland. But Port Douglas got a beautiful beach. It's stunning up there. From June, July, August, I think it will be the best time. If you want to go on the reef, it can get very windy up there, because in winter time we got always the southerly winds. We got the southern winds coming from the Antarctic all the way to North Queensland. When should you do West Australia? West Australia is great all year round because it's a desert place. It's a desert place and it's beautiful scenery. It's very dry. You won't get much rain compared to the east coast, where you can have in summertime. Over here it's just bucketing down sometimes. I mean, we had a few droughts, but especially North Queensland, forget about summertime in Australia going up to the North Queensland or even Northern Territory, because we got the rain season and we got the stingers and we got the jellyfish and the crocs on the main beach. So stay away north. You have to stay south. That's the best option. So if you want to travel Australia, you come over here, and at Christmas time from Europe, stay south or go to West Australia south. So that's the best option you got. If you stay a long time enough, you go up to North Queensland. You do that June, July, August. September it gets windy, and then from there on the wind's gonna ease and you have hardly any rain all the way to Christmas. And that's actually the best times to get onto the reef, because you got northerly winds and the water can be nice and mirror flat, and you have more room on the charters to get out onto the reef. Now the whales travel from April, May. They travel north with the southern current. They hit north when early winter, and end of winter they hit back south when they got their pups. So if you want to see the whales, you go there in winter time, do springtime. Springtime they hit back south. You can see the whales all the way from Sydney, Fraser Island, and of course the Family Islands and Mission Beach. They're very close. You see some beautiful whales with the pups. If it's middle of winter, they got already the pups, and you can get them or you can see them in the beautiful bays at the Whitsunday Islands and the Family Islands of Mission Beach. Mission Beach, beautiful place. I love it. It's like Byron Bay 40 years ago. There's 3 little towns of Mission Beach, south and north, and the middle one you got a Coles there, and you got some beautiful camping places, and they're dog friendly. So this is a good thing if you have a dog. People ask me, when is it safe in North Queensland? Take lemons. Take lemons. Lemons? What for? Why would you take lemons to the beach? Well, lemons can save you from the stingers and the jellyfish, because the acid neutralizes the sting of the blue bottles. Have a lemon in your bag, especially December time, summertime. There's a lot of blue bottles on the beaches, and they can save you from a lot of pain. I was in Mission Beach, all the way down Fraser Island. You can get blue bottles and stingers. Have lemons in your bag. Have lemons or some vinegar. Lemons is very easy. It just fits easy in the bag. And you get stung by a blue bottle, use a lemon. Next problem you can have. You have a beautiful doggy like I have. My little Tinkerbell. Where's my little Tinkerbell? Here she is. Oh, I love traveling with Tinkerbell, but sometimes it can get really frustrated because we want to do national parks and all that, and we can't do the national parks because you're not allowed to bring your dogs. Even on Ningaloo Reef, you go to North Queensland, you want to do the islands, you can't go when you have a dog. You have to find a dog sitter, and most dog sitters don't want to wake up in the morning to 9 o'clock. So this is a big problem. Traveling with your dog is very hard in Australia because a lot of beaches are national parks, and it is very hard to find great caravan parks where you can actually bring your dog. There is a few around, but all the nice caravan parks on the beach, no dogs. So don't have a dog when you travel around Australia. Have it, leave him with your mother-in-law, leave him with your daughter or whatever, but don't bring your dog traveling because you can't go to the national parks. And national parks are islands, all the reefs and all that, so you're very limited. So I left my last time I left Tinkerbell at home, and it was much easier, but I felt much more lonely. So if you have company, it's great, but if you don't have company, you have to choose dog or national parks. You can't have it both. And June, July, August, that is the best time. It's nice and mild. You won't get any stingers there on the main beaches. You can swim in Port Douglas on the main beach. You can swim on all the islands in Early Beach, Mission Beach. You can go to the islands. Every beach is pretty safe, and you can jump off the boats unless you hit a tiger shark, so be careful. People, make sure you got spare fuel. If it's diesel or petrol, because there is a lot of kilometers to do in Australia, have water. all the backpackers have a water tank on your roof. You can have a water tank on your roof because it's so simple to install. Even if you have a cheap bloody, if you just got a Toyota Hiace, you can put a tank on the roof. You don't need power or anything. You can have a shower, you can have a wash, easy. We don't have any frost here. You can use a tank from the roof. Use water, use your shower. Look, I got it here. It's a hose. I can have a shower any day, unless it's freezing. I'm not going to the snow anyway. But yeah, for the backpackers, you can install a water tank on your roof. You don't need to pump anything, and you can rinse your feet and have a quick shower. If you go on the reef, there's always fish. So the closest distance from the shore to the reef is at Mission Beach, Port Douglas, Cairns, all the way up. And then you got the Ningaloo Reef in West Australia. You got the reef right on the main beach. Amazing place, yeah. But different place. Indian Ocean. You got the Pacific on the east coast. Now the reef at Ningaloo is very close to the main beach. You only got like 10 meters and you can swim in the corals. At Port Douglas, it's gonna take you half an hour, 40 minutes to get onto the Great Barrier Reef. You got Low Island in Port Douglas. It's a beautiful place. They got soft corals there. You can swim with the turtles. That's a great experience. And if you go Early Beach, you got Whitehaven Beach, amazing place, and Hook Island, Lindeman Island, terrific place to go. Choose the right months where you want to go. Don't hit west from North Queensland just after the rain season, because you got a lot of flooded roads still. If you want to go early, end of summer, if you want to go hit the Broome or go through the middle of Australia, Ayers Rock, Ayers Springs, you hit straight up. You got a very good road there, no potholes or anything, beautiful sceneries. You got the saltwater lakes, you got Lake Eyre, and you got Lake Hard. They're huge saltwater lakes. We had even some water in there lately because the rain actually travels all the way from North Queensland. Now, the worst thing for me to happen here was my fridge broke down. I can't believe it. And now I got a fridge freezer. It's a 95-litre fridge freezer, and it broke down. It's been in repairs for nearly 2.5 months. So I think they should give me a replacement, but I don't have it. I just try to be calm, relaxed, you know, but it's just been carry on and on. It's just too much. So what I recommend is, if I would have to another van, or if I have to spend the money, buy 2 fridges, buy 2 fridge freezers. So if one of them breaks down, you still got another one. But if you got only one big fridge freezer and that breaks down, you can't wait for 2 months. Too much is too long. What are you gonna do? Where are you gonna put your drinks? Australia is hot. You can't have everyday ice in your esky. So to overcome that problem, I think it's good to, if you got 2 fridges, you have one in freeze motion or both in fridge motions, and if one of them breaks down, you still got your fridge. So that's how you can solve the problem if your fridge breaks down, because most places, if it's an Eagle or Wake or whatever fridge it is, it takes forever unless you get a cheap fridge and they replace it, if they replace it. Otherwise they can't even fix it because they can't get the parts. Fridge, big problem. If you travel and your fridge breaks down, you're stuffed. So have 2 fridges. One breaks down, you have another one in spare.